Welcome in and happy Monday, everybody. It is your Metabolic Challenge class with your boy, Coach Germs. Welcome in. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. Remember, Metabolic Challenge, we're looking to seek different heart rate variables, high, low, medium. And we've got 3 blocks planned for you, as we typically do, with a a cool down block at the very end. If you see me looking, remember, template's just going to be right in front of me over here. You get some water. I've got a mat set up, and let's go and get it started. So block number 1 is going to be your warm up. We've got 4 movements plus a 5th one to bring that heart rate up. And then we're going to take it into an EMOM block for your second block. It's going to be pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And then lastly, we're going to take it to what's called an AM tap. So as much time as possible. Don't worry about remembering any of that stuff. Let's just go ahead and worry about getting right into it. So I'm going to show you your movements first, and let's go ahead and bring it to, if you have a wall or your couch, it is named the couch stretch. But let me show you this first one, and then you can go ahead and join in. If you want to tag along and join me, that's totally fine, but we won't start the actual timer quite just yet. All right, so you're going to take leg, whichever it is, let's go ahead and say left leg, and bring it so that your knee is down on the ground and your shin is supported by couch, wall, whatever it may be. Now we're going to go ahead and swing the right leg up. It's going to resemble almost like a lunge position. And from here, you're going to try and become upright. Now, what you might feel is a huge stretching sensation on the front of the hip here, all the way into your quads. If it's too much to the point where you cannot become upright, the quickest and easiest trick is to come back down to both knees and sneak the knee that we're working on of the leg a little further away from our wall or our couch, whatever the assistance is being used. So once I've snuck it away, I'll come back up and I'll create that couch stretch shape again. And from here, we're going to make it active. We're going to make it dynamic. So I'm going to have you squeeze the glute. Again, a great way to build the mind to muscle connection. And then from here, we're just going to go forward and back while keeping that squeeze. If you lose the squeeze at the end in regard to the front or the back of your range of motion, remember, come back to center, right? Neutral, squeeze again, maybe get some actual feedback by putting your hand near your hip. And then again, keep that squeeze as you go forward and back. We're going to do that for 2 sides, the right and the left. That'll be your lower body dynamic aspect warm up. And then we're going to go into a quad position for a shoulder controlled articular rotation, or short for car. So we're going to go ahead, or long for car, I guess you should say. So quad position is where we start. Let's go ahead and bring it toes down, engage. You see how I'm pushing my toes into the mat here. And then knees down under hips, and then hands underneath chest and shoulder. We're going to go one arm at a time. So we're going to take our left arm, thumb's going to go up. We're going to raise as high as we can into what we call shoulder flexion. From here, I want you to rotate the hand away from the body, and then keep rotating as you take your arm in a massive circle all the way around. And we're going to end up palm facing away from the body next to the hip. Once we're there, I want you to go ahead and pull the arm as high as you can with that palm still rotated out. You're going to do the same thing you did overhead, which is rotate the hand and the wrist. And as you start to open that hand up, you go back in that same circle and you end up right where we started, into that front shoulder flexion position. All right, so we're going to get a minute per of those, and I want you to go slow through those. The couch stretch, the dynamic couch stretch, and the quad car. The last one is going to be a heart rate cardio kind of warm up, where we go jumping jack to plank jack, squat down, plank jack, and I'll show you the lateral version one more time. We're going to go jumping jack, split the feet, squat down to a plank, kick out, both feet come out, and you hop right back up. The easiest way to regress that, as I'm already starting to get sweaty, is to never jump, right? Make sure you walk it out instead of hopping it. Make sure you take your time with it. And again, slow things down. All right, team, with that being said, I'm going to get my timer going. Remember, we're going to go active couch stretch or dynamic couch stretch. And then we're going to go ahead and just switch legs. So let's go ahead and take it to our couch position, and then I'll get the timer started. Remember, the closer your knee is, the harder it's going to be. You don't have to make it too tough. We're just trying to open up that hip, and we're going to go ahead and start our time in 3, 2, and 1. Begin, team. Become upright, squeeze the glute, actively contract, and then bring it forward while you keep that contraction, or bring it back. And then I want you to explore. See how far you can take it. See how far you can bring it back. And if this isn't enough, you're looking for a little bit more intensity, remember, just bringing that knee closer to the wall is all you're going to have to do. Breathe your way through this. Good. 30 seconds down. Now see if we could just take it further in either direction. Can I push back further? Can I press back further? Maybe if I want to add the arms, I can go overhead and get some arm iso holds in the muscles up here. Stretch them out wide. Give yourself a little hug or create tension, right? Push your fists into your chest so that you can't compensate with the upper body. Get ready to switch it. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Don't worry, our timer will reset. Let's go ahead and actively come out and actively come back in to the other leg. So I'm going right knee. I'm resetting my timer and we go in 3, 2, and 1. Active couch stretch position. Squeeze, push forward, push back, push forward. If you need a little assistance, maybe your water bottle or your foam roller. If you need something maybe in the other hand to help you stay upright. But remember, it shouldn't be too much of a challenge to be upright in this position with our torso. If it is, it's probably because it's too intense with the leg, right? Keep that squeeze, keep that down. Remember, we want to be in control of what we do and put intent behind it. 30 seconds down, 30 seconds left. Remember, next we'll be going to our quad position shoulder car, controlled articular rotation. And again, we'll get time to set up before we start the timer. Push it further. We have 15 seconds left. Let's see if we can explore really far into our ranges. Good. Keep that torso upright. Remember, it's all in the hip here. Really, really good one to get those hip extensors nice and stretched out. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Hips are active. Just come up really quick. Let's go into a body weight squat. Let's just feel it out. Remember, feet are hip width. You find your position. Sit down low into that squat. Push the knees out and in. Feel it out. Awesome. Hips are feeling a little loose now from the couch stretch. Let's go ahead and take it to that quad position. So remember, hands, toes, and knees all active. You're going to go ahead and start left arm. Here we go. Timer's on in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so elevate, thumb up, just the left arm, bicep next to your ear. Rotate the palm away. Big circle with the arm at the shoulder as you're starting to rotate, and continue to rotate the hand, palm away from the body. End up down by the knee and the hip. Let's go ahead and hold the arm up with that rotation at the hand. Rotate again, bring it out wide and all the way back to center. Even if we only get a couple reps here, that's fine. One thing I want you to focus on is trying not to move the rest of your body. Just focusing on tension and movement from the arm itself, the left arm to be exact in this scenario. Perfect. Good. Extension at the shoulder. Rotate the hand and wrist. Keep rotating as you rotate the arm now. Good. Bring it back down slow. And we got 10 seconds. Let's reset to the other side. Here we go. Back to your quad position. We're going to go right arm this time. We set up and take off in 3, 2, and 1. Tension in the body. Just the right arm. Shoulder flexion. Rotate. Keep rotating the hand and wrist. Big circle with the shoulder. End up. Hand by your hip and knee. Palm away from the body. Create tension in the body. Extend. Rotate. Big circle as you rotate. Awesome. You might end up palm up over here, and that's okay. You're really rotating that hand. Let's go and do one more. Here we go. Arm ended up right by the shoulder. Rotate here. Big circle as you continue to rotate. Big, 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 big. Good. Slow it down. Take a breather. Reset the body. Create tension. Belly, right? Everywhere you can in the body. Let's go and extend the arm. Finish off strong. Got 15 seconds here. Rotate. Big circle, big circle, big circle. Bring that back in. And with about 10 seconds, we're going to go and take it to 1 minute of our plank jack to pop jack. I'll give you that lateral view. Our heart rate's going to come up. Take your time with it. I'll show you the regression. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Jumping jack. Excuse me, I might have gave you the wrong exercise earlier. Into that plank jack. So I'll squat, kick out, both feet come out, come back in, and then you hop up, land in that squat, stand tall. Jumping jack. Perfect. Squat or hinge. You come out, plank, jack, back tall, stand up. All right, now regression. Remember, a jumping jack, simple regression would be one side, other side, again, getting away from hopping. It's okay if it causes us pain or is an issue. And then again, you're gonna squat down, get the hands down, and just walk it out to that plank position. Give me a tap on the right, give me a tap on the left, and then walk it right back up to stand. Team, we got 15 seconds left. Keep that heart rate going. And again, jumping jack to plank jack. The faster we go right now, more elevated our heart rate's going to be, more ready we're probably going to be for our workout. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shut that one down. Nice job, y'all. Grab some water, rest, relax, and let's go ahead and take it to our next one. All right, so we've done these before in previous metabolic challenge classes, but we're going to go into a block where it's a simple 2 exercise block for 6 minutes total. We're going to do an EMOM. EMOM, again, stands for every minute on the minute. So EMOM, EMOM, every minute on the minute. So every minute on the minute, we're going to go ahead and do 5 push-up shoulder taps. Once you finish those 5 with whatever remaining time we have before the new minute starts, we're going to do some lateral hurdles over our mats. If you can't do a lateral hurdle, we can make it an ice skater. And again, I'll show you regressions. Let's go ahead and take it to the exercise and figure out what that looks like. All right, so we're going to go push-up shoulder tap here. Remember, you're going to go hands flat. I'm only doing the fist because, again, I still have that wrist mobility issue. So, again, once we're here underneath chest and shoulders, feet are going to be hip width. Squeeze your butt and your belly. You go full range of motion, push up, chest to the ground, press up. But if you want wider feet to help you, that's a good idea because we tap right, left shoulder, and then we tap left hand, right shoulder. And what we want to do when we do that is focus on making sure our hips don't shift or rotate. So, again, 2 taps per push-up. You can easily do that as a regression from the knees. You finish your 5 and you immediately go to our hurdle. So on the hurdle, we're just going to take the arms and swing them up as we hop. If you don't clear the mat, that's fine. We're just looking for a consistent movement pattern to keep the heart rate slightly elevated after we finish the slow and controlled push-ups. Now remember, if we need to, we can make it a single leg ice skater, a little bit easier. Or you could just go ahead and take it to steps over this. And again, find a pace that works for you. Remember, how hard you work is really up to you and dependent on what you're seeking out of this workout. But we want to have consistency. We don't want to take it too high when we get to that hop. All right, we've got 6 rounds of this. So again, push-up shoulder taps. If you need to, you do them from the knees. Let's go ahead and start there. Here we go, team. On my cue, we work in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go 5 push-up shoulder taps. A little bit wider position, full range of motion, tap, tap. That would be 1 for me. Elbows closer to your body rather than further away is always a good bet for shoulder safety. Try not to lean, try not to rotate. Finish your 5. Once you're done there, about 20 seconds in, let's go to those hops. Now, all I'm imagining is splitting my mat in half. And there's a nice little line right there, imaginary line, as I just hop over that line every time. It doesn't need to be far, doesn't need to be fast, doesn't need to be high. But when I land, balls my feet, heels come down quickly after, hips, knees, and ankles act like springs, absorbing all that force. 10 seconds. If you need to take a breather, feel free to do so. Remember, small sips of water if you're taking those. Let's go back to 5 push-ups again. In 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go. Wide feet again for that push-up shoulder tap. Full range. Tap, tap, go again. Only 5. Perfect. Show you the regression for that hop. Remember, you can do a single leg, quick strikes, use those arms, help create counter movement. Or, again, just a step, just a step, just a step. Might feel light, but again, this one, you can take with some speed and bring up that heart rate. Again, there's ways to work around things, team. Let's go. Going back to my double hop. 15 seconds till we start another round. Ten seconds. I'm gonna go regression on the push-up shoulder tap and show you ways still to create stability. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, new round. Let's go. So if I'm going knees down, I still want them wide. Don't worry about where your mat is. I don't ever want the mat to dictate the width at which you work. Now, what's also gonna be helpful, besides setting up a little bit wider with the lower body, is making sure you have tension in the glutes and belly. Right, so belly button to your spine, as we've mentioned before. Got one more rep here. And squeeze the butt together. And that's going to help create overall global stability throughout the body. All right, 30 seconds left. Let's go back to that speed skater. Remember, you can go faster than me, 15 seconds. If you're really looking for a high heart rate burner, again, push yourselves here. 10 seconds, we start another round. 3, 2, 1. Another round of those push-ups. This is our second to last round. Excuse me, I'm sorry. We're about halfway through. Got 3 more rounds. Forgot we're going 6 minutes instead of 5. Down, tap, tap. Good. Reset the body before you go into another push-up. Remember, setup is so important. It's the best way to guarantee success as you work. Awesome, socks are moving like crazy. Not wearing the right ones, it's okay. All right, double foot hop. 30 seconds left in this round. Springs, act like springs. There you go. 15 seconds, then we go into our second to last round. 10. All right, here we go, y'all. 3, 2, 1. Second to last round. You have your push-ups. Tap, tap. Remember, if you're like, Coach, 5 is nothing. It's too easy, right? Feel free to do a few more. It's okay. Or, Coach, these 5 are taking the majority of the minute. I never get to the hop. It's fine. Cut it down to a couple, right? And just try and balance out the time. But again, learning from round to round, taking inventory, super important to the way you work through any workout. Body's needs are going to change. Body's wants are going to change. Your mind's wants and needs are going to change. 30 seconds into our last round. I'll go ahead and join you in the hop, even though I skipped out on my push-ups. That's okay. It's remarkable how difficult it is to breathe while you talk and work out at the same time. And you know what? We're going to shed some light on that at the end of class. Don't let me forget. 3, 2, 1. Last round of push-ups. Let's go. Get them done. Just 5, unless you want more or less. Try not to shift. Awesome. You have 40 seconds. You're hopping until the very end. This is the last bit of your block. If you want some advice, which I'm sure you do, go faster. Now's the time to turn it up. Earn every second of this part right here. Finish this block stronger than you started. You got 20 seconds left. Let's go. Come on, I'm joining. $15. 10. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. In through the nose, out through your mouth. Congratulations, you finished block number 2 of the day. Cheers. Grab a little bit of water. And I mean a little bit, small sips. And then we will take it to our last block of the day, at least last block of the tough stuff. We still got a couple more. One with some cooling down, some recovery. All right. Next block is going to be our AM-TAP block. What is AM-TAP? As much time as possible. You probably hear it in the sense of AM-RAP, as many reps as possible. This is our AM-TAP. So this one, we're going to have 2 positions. We're going to go through a round or 2 of each. We probably don't need a round or 2 of each, but we'll try. Now what we're going to do is set the timer to about 90 seconds. We'll probably do 1 round for 90 seconds. We're going to go squat hold. You're going to hold that for as much time as possible. And once you come out of it, because your legs can't take it anymore, you're just going to air squat. So here's what it looks like. Again, feet hip width. Find your squat position and find some place that you can hold without using your arms. Be active. Even weight between the front and back of your foot. Push those knees out, chest upright. You hold this and you stay here. No elbows on the knees. No hands on, arms on the thighs. You're like, Coach, I can't take it anymore. That's fine. Go to an active air squat where you come all the way up and all the way down. Yes, it's still going to burn. Yes, it's still going to be tough, but you'll get a little bit of relief. All right, we're going to do the same thing for another move where we go plank, hold. All right, so just the same push-up position that we were in earlier, but when you can't hold that anymore, you're going to go to a high to low plank. Let me show you what that looks like. So same feet width that we use on that tap because we don't want the hips to move too much. You're going to come from this high plank position. Don't let the hips move. Down to the elbows, back up to the hands. Now, when you do that, try and place your elbows and hands in the same place as where they were, right? So you should always think about the same point of contact with that elbow when you move it or with the hand when you move it. Try not to place them above themselves because, again, the more your hands and elbows get away from supporting your body, the harder it's going to be. Let's go one round. Let's go about a minute, maybe 90 seconds. Let's see what we can do with this one, all right? Here we go, y'all. Timer's going to be on, and we work. Squat, hold, squat, hold, squat, hold in 3, 2, and 1. Find your position. Let's hold. Not really a crazy heart rate getter. Not really here meant to elevate the heart rate. But again, that's what we see in a metabolic class, right? There's a little bit of everything in terms of getting the heart rate up, middle, down. Press those knees out, be active with your feet, press them into the ground, even weight distribution between the front and back of the foot. 30 seconds down, I believe we'll go to 90. And we're gonna try and aim for another 60. Now, remember, if you cannot take this anymore and you're not using assistance, great job. You're gonna go to that air squat. So I'll go ahead and join you at the 45 mark, all right? 45 seconds down. So if you're like, coach, can't take it anymore. Okay, come all the way up, keep your feet where they are. Hands can go between the legs. You can hold them at your chest. Again, no real rhythm or reason for positioning. You just wanna make sure the shoulders are active by pulling them back. 1 minute down, you got 30 seconds left. If you're still holding, keep it up. Breathe. Great job, y'all. 15 seconds left. We'll get a breather before we go to our last one. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice job. All right. 90 seconds standing between you and the rest of your evening or the rest of your day, whatever it may be. Let's go ahead and finish this last one strong. So, same process. 90 seconds, high plank position or low plank from the elbows, doesn't really matter. Whichever you think you're strongest from, how about that? And then we go high-low plank, right? And you rep that out. Remember, gotta have wider feet so you don't move, all right? Here we go. Last one. You take it up in 3, 2, 1. 90 seconds on the clock. Set up, wide foot position. Let's go. I'll do the same thing around 45 seconds. I'll go ahead and take it to the movement. When I say that, I'm doing myself a favor, right? I can sit here and act like I can hold this for as long as I want, as long as I need. But hey, some things are tough for coaches as well, right? Coaches need coaches. Workouts are hard for us, right? Not everything comes easy. 30 seconds down. 1 minute left in your day of work. Look at that. It's all about perspective. Remember, change the way you look at something and you might change the way that you live your life. 45 seconds down. All right, so remember, I'm going to show you that movement. If you need to come out of this plank, you're going to go and take it. Hands are underneath chest and shoulders. Go ahead and drop your elbows there. Get that low plank. Go ahead and do the same thing on the way up. Get that high plank. If you need to, you can work from the knees down. Same thing. Create stability in the hips, though. Make sure that these aren't moving, right? We want hips to stay right where they are. You got 20 seconds left, team. Finish it stronger than you started. Remember, in the high to low plank, it's supposed to get that core, but it's an anti-rotation movement. We got to keep that body stiff. You got less than 10 seconds left. Let's go. Finish it strong. Perfect. 3, 2, 1. Shut it down. Nice job, y'all. Nice job, nice job, nice job. Let's go ahead and get right to some stretching, right into a good position to get those hips a little bit more loose from all the work that we just put into them. Perfect. Somehow I ended up with my winter socks on instead of my workout socks, so my feet are on fire, which is not a bad thing. I'm just feeling it. Okay, sit down, straight leg position. Sorry, this is where we're gonna start. Take your right leg and swing it back into a 90-degree angle. What I mean by that is we're looking for 90 at the hips, boom, boom. We got 90 at the knee, and then 90 at the ankle. Okay, now we're gonna just go ahead and replicate that same thing from the forward leg, right? So 90 at the knee, 90 at the hip, 90 at the ankle. Perfect. We call this a 90-90, okay? Think of it like a modified pigeon stretch, one that's able to help you be in a better position or a more efficient position so you don't sacrifice the health of the pelvis. Okay, so once you're here, I want you to act like you're looking over a fence, lean forward, and just again, imagine you're trying to look over the fence. I'm not sure the type of users that we have tapping into our videos, but if you remember the neighbor from Home Improvement, Wilson, he was always covered up right here, right? Nose and below. So that's what I imagine. I'm just Wilson looking over the fence. Kind of creeper, but it's okay. Again, just trying to use your imagination here to create a good stretch, which you should feel the back of your hip towards that glute. And again, inhale as you press forward. See, now this is the issue with doing stuff live, and if there's people are not in the room. If you are in the room and you're watching and you're tuning in, drop in the chat what I was supposed to mention in the stretch. I do this every time. I mentioned something and I'm like, oh, we should talk about this. And then I forget what it is. So maybe I'll come back after I edit the video, put a little explanation of the details. But either way, if I didn't remember, maybe it's not that important. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Shake out those legs a little bit. Hips got a lot of love tonight. Okay, 90-90. Create that 90 shape. And then go ahead and match it in the front. Once you're there, lean forward, hold, and breathe. All right, team, a little recap. We did great today. I love the work that we had in here. Remember, we worked on some quad scap cars. The warm-up stuff, man, if you guys can, rewatch this. Get through that stuff again. Practice it. It's going to make you better. It's a lot of mobility drills. That couch stretch, really good. If you're experiencing some lower back tightness, that might be the key to unlock it. Remember, just because you feel lower back tightness or pain doesn't mean that it's one thing that'll fix it. It's a big system in our body, right? But that might be one that could help. And then again, hey, run through these. Let us know what you like or don't like about the class, right? We always love feedback. Drop it in the comments. Or maybe if you enjoyed it, let us know that as well, right? We want to make sure that we can get what you need going at the same time as delivering an awesome workout. All right, that's about it for today in our stretch. I think that's enough for the hips. Also, work on that spine a little bit in that stretch. Thank you again. My name is Coach Jeremy for the Metabolic Challenge Fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, we kept this on Mondays at 5:30, and then Wednesday we do boot camp at 5:30, but we also have the No Gear Get Up at 8:30 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can always watch back on our channel. Make sure to like, subscribe. I feel like one of those influencers that says that all the time, but that's true. We want you to do that. And we'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful night. Later, SRA. Later, Samsung. See you guys.